Hello, we are back for the second round of the tournament. So the teams now have been changed up. So if you watched the last one, Dragonfire and Padre moved forward into the next round after defeating Curse in a very close set of matches. Now we have Team 3, which is MaxChu and Max versus Vosef and Void. So I don't know if we assigned them colors. Let's take a quick look at what factions they're on.
Yeah, we've got Vosef and Void on blue and MaxChu and Max on red.
All right, so MaxChu, Max on red, Vosef, Void on blue. Perfect. So these players have all played a few times before too. Should be a good one. They did all just watch the last matches, so they have an idea here of what to expect. And looks like they're ready to go. They're going wild with the pings. So let's get this match going. Unpausing and we're off. So here, Suda, what do you think from these players? Where are we going to see strategies, and what would you do? Would you go for the power drain or maybe an objective?
My strategy is always a methodical focus on the power drain. I like to try to pin down the enemy in a fight, to keep their pawns busy, and then have a secondary group of pawns pressuring their power. That is my preferred approach. I like to focus on the soldiers. I'm not very good at the micro with the turrets, so I tend to go for a soldier-heavy approach. And it looks like Vosef and Void have taken a team composition that would make sense to me, although walking over a landmine is something I would generally try to avoid.
Blue has actually hurt himself more than the enemy has so far. They walked in a mine and they accidentally shot their own ranger. Big rockets coming out from Rocketeer. Their engineer still has not dropped his turrets. And Red is right now leading with a pretty strong advantage into this match.
I do agree.
Looks like Blue is going to stay grouped.
Yes, and looks like Red Team is applying pressure to the northern central blue power station. Got a blue blob moving forward in the south.
They are staying pretty grouped. Their engineer is starting to drop turrets. I like to see that. Helps provide a little bit of covering fire. They have the Rocketeer, though. They're going for gold. They're going for the victory condition. You can see it. I already know instantly. When you see that Rocketeer sprinting to the back of the base, their engineer on the red team set up some turrets. Is it going to be enough to stop the Rocketeer, though? He has Go Juice, and he has a brigade of 3 following. Red can match this.
I don't think that Rocketeer is going to get through at this point. I think there was a moment where it was possible, but I'm skeptical of it now.
Yeah, he's moving up though. He's holding cover, and now he's going to just try to shoot at the red Rangers. It looks like. Did the Rangers catch in time? They do not. That's going to kill them both. Good shot. That's a beautiful rocket.
Good. I like that.
That's honestly, that's one pawn getting 2 pawns of value. He still has a longsword too. Red Rocketeer has a longsword.
North Center Blue's power station. Red has successfully taken that down, so the clock is ticking for Blue Team now. Oh,
Blue counters though. They take out a red station as well.
It's true, but every second matters, and Red Team has the advantage in the race. So
that's true, but if Red loses this back, they lose their battery. So right now, both batteries are draining though. This is gonna be a close one. Red Soldier in the back of Blue's battery, uncontested. It is a clock that's ticking down now. This is gonna be such a close game. Oh my god, I thought it was going to be a red leading game here for sure. Right now, they are not doing well, though, into this Rocketeer. They're not even firing right now. I don't know what's happening. They're just taking it from the Rocketeer. I think their attention's split. And now he does pick up the longsword. He does finish him, but they needed to get that. They still have an engineer, though, who's dropping some turrets, so Blue can get through here. It's going to be tight, though, because Red's already pushing their way through the bank at the back. So
here's one thing that I noticed. When Blue Team, or when Red Team took out this station, you see his strategy there. He blows up the one generator, which sets the IED on fire. So what that does is it takes out the station with less, you potentially save your pawn, but it's a lot slower. Whereas Blue Team, when they took out Red Station, they, I don't know if they sacrificed a pawn or what, but they blew it up instantly. So where I thought that Blue Team had the advantage, it was actually the other way around. So Red Team's battery is significantly lower than Blue Team's right now.
But red's about to get to the battery. Red's going to end this in a second. Blue, they have the advantage in the back. They're going to push there, but red just got there quicker, and I think red team's about to end this game very shortly. Although the battery drain, what are we at for red? Is it low? It's low, but it's not going to drain in time. I don't think so. They still have 150, and that's game.
Yeah. Another 30 or 40 seconds, and it would have mattered, but...
I'm really curious to see what teams are picking for pawns. They don't get all these pawns if you just clocked in. They get to choose 4 each. And there's 2 engineers, there's a rocketeer, soldiers, rangers. You can really customize your team comp. Any pawns that aren't chosen just hop into the caskets automatically. So we do see on red team here, rocketeers always chosen. It's a good one. A few soldiers and 2 engineers. So they are going for a lot more defensive. And then blue is doing a single engineer, which we typically do see, and they're going for more of a defensive position at their base.
Go ahead and pause the game, please.
All right.
I've noticed red team has 9 pawns out, so I just want to hop in. Sure they... Yeah.
Just tell them, since the engineer at the back hasn't been used for anything, to force him back into the cage. I'll check for blue here too. So the rule set on this is you do choose 4 pawns each. Sometimes you accidentally can choose too many. It looks like that was the case here. We do have 9 pawns on the field for red. Hirasuta caught that pretty quick. And they're just going to send one of the engineers back into the caskets. The bolt actions aren't worse because they are worse because soldier pawns, tremendous sharp protection. That is true, Thaddeus, but the one catch there is the bolt actions outrange the mini turrets. So if you have a team that sets up 6 of these mini turrets, 2 rangers can push through that without taking any fire whatsoever pretty quickly. They also outrange the LMGs, so if you have good micro, you can kite. Now that's why the soldiers are more geared up. They were there to take the hit, but we have seen time and time again players with really good micro can use a ranger.
Guys, we got it all sorted out
pretty effectively. So the rangers definitely have a use there, but the soldiers are the meat and butter. They're putting an engineer back in casket.
Yep.
All right, can I unpause?
Yes.
All right, we are back in it. So there we go. Engineers running back in. Red has all of their troops up in a forward position on the south side. Blue is pushing 4 soldiers up top. Interesting spread here. Oh, ranger drops right away. Way too close. Now, what do you think the optimal strategy would be here for both teams based on the current positioning?
Well, red team is currently all blobbed up, so I hope that they will, use that and do something decisive, because they are about to lose some power stations.
Blue Rocketeer just took a few shots, did not drop anyone, but accidentally or on purpose opened up the steel mini turrets that are shredding red here. That's a beautiful position. Red on the bottom is going to get one of those nodes, it looks like, but blue also is in position for a node up top. And they took one down. Engineers on fire, put him out, and they're all good there moving forward. So pretty close on power drain. It looks like red has a slight advantage.
Yep, Vosef and Void on red. They will be winning this power race by a pretty significant margin. That IED does take some time to blow up from the fire.
Looks like a Rocketeer does shoot on red's side at blue.
Holy
Blue shrugs it off.
Yeah, you remember when I was saying I wanted to see red do something decisive with their bunched up troops? I mean, they've already taken out 2 stations.
And they are in the back by the battery with little to no defense. There are a few turrets here, but they're not in the right position. These turrets need to guard at the weak side of the wall, not the thick side. And it looks like 3 soldiers are going to try to push in there. Blue is reacting though, and I think they will be able to stop that. On the top side, blue does take out another conduit, and blue has 2 soldiers running in the back corner here too, looking for that bread and butter.
It looks like Max and MaxChu on blue are favoring a much more conservative approach to taking out the stations. They like to blow up the generator and let the fire set off the IED. It's very safe for your pawns, but it's so slow.
It looks like also blue is going to be able to counter this in time. Red had a really good attempt there to get it all down, but that soldier with the sword is just shredding through these LMGs right now.
We do have an unopposed soldier threatening red team's battery, but I do not think it matters.
Oh, yeah, we're about to see the drain. 10 seconds and it's out. It's out. All right, so red team's going to take this just by getting the advantage on the nodes there. That's our first node victory here, Suda.
Yeah. All right, so Vosef and Void on red team will take one.
I really want to see this this one unfold, and we're going. And let's make sure there's 8 aside here too, real quick.
Yep, that's all good. I just checked. So we got Vosef and Void on blue team.
Okay.
Looks like they are favoring soldiers. They've got 1 ranger and 1 engineer.
Interesting.
And we have
single engineer, both teams.
Max and MaxChu on red. Again, soldier heavy. They got 2 rangers on red team.
You know, having that range sometimes can be useful. Thaddeus earlier was saying in his opinion that they are inferior to the soldiers. I think there is some useful to range, but you know, we haven't seen too much gameplay yet, so it'll be interesting to see how that unfolds. Red engineer, though, it sets up all his turrets at the back position. Blue engineer is going for a forward push, so they could use those turrets offensively as well.
And we do see blue team pulling back. They've positioned a lot of their forces in the rear kind of center of the map. Oh, nice.
Yep, that's 1 station down. That's a big one. And then looks like red is considering going for those bombardments. Rocketeer shoots off, does unfortunately miss, gets a little bit of damage, actually not even. And actually takes out those turrets as well, which is kind of nice. So soldiers on red might be looking for the bombardment cannon, but blue is pushing up in the back line here pretty well. Red Rocketeer holding it down.
Blue soldiers are very well positioned. They have an overwhelming advantage in their local area, and they are poised to make a second power kill.
Looks like the Rocketeer on blue is doing a last stand here. He's going after a soldier. I think he will drop lots of fire, and red's just going to kite it out. Yep, that's a drop. Another station down, though, for blue. Blue right now has 2 stations down. Red hasn't even taken a single one. Red needs a victory condition because blue is just going to be draining their power incredibly quickly here. And they're running out of time. Red is now on the clock. They need to do something quick.
And red Rocketeer more or less wastes their volley. That is sad to see.
Yeah, a bit of a whiff.
Now, blue team here, Vosef and Void, they've discovered something that I didn't even know. They found a spot you could shoot at from inside the power station where you can get a clean angle on the IED without your soldier being destroyed by it. So that's kind of a huge development. They will be set on fire, but they will not be blown up.
Running around on fire, indeed. It looks like blue is going to take this one. I can't see red coming back. They're not close to any victory condition. They are running low on steam, and I think this one's going to be a win, and that's it. That's game.